I am really happy that we are able to formulate a video as we look to our stewardship commitments for this upcoming year. And just want to take this opportunity to thank you again for such a beautiful welcome and making me feel at home at St. James. When we talk about stewardship, I think it's always good for us to kind of go back to our roots. I've talked a good bit about the legacy here at St. James, and we stand on the shoulders of lots of wonderful, faithful people who have sacrificed and been generous to allow us to have this great family of faith at St. James. It goes back to our baptism, of course, and always as we are baptized, we become children of God and disciples of Christ. And always think that stewardship is not so much, well, I'm going to offer this to my parish family, but really it's what the Lord expects us to do as His disciples, and to go out and to preach and to teach and to heal. So as we make our commitments, particularly for time, talent, and treasure, for me that's pretty simple. Our time is really how much we spend in prayer. Our talent, what strengths, what gifts has God given to you, that we will be better off because of your sharing that with all of us. And then our treasure, I always like to think of what my spiritual director says to me, is that Jesus' love is free, everything else costs. So we do have an obligation for our responsibility to have the resources to do the great work of the Lord in this place and in this time. I want to thank you very much for your commitment and of time, talent, and treasure. And I think it's important for us to always remember that we have a relationship with Christ, we have a relationship with each other, and how we bring Christ to others here in the heartland of Kentucky, St. James, and Elizabethtown, and in Hardin County. So thanks so much. God bless you, and we look forward to a very blessed year looking ahead. Thank you very much.
My faith has always led me in the right direction. After my husband retired from the military, we became members of St. James Parish. I have become a lector, and after a time became a Eucharistic minister and am on the parish council. I serve on the parish council as a humble servant for the people of our parish. It is important to me to give time and treasure to our parish, and I am honored to be part of the pilgrimage of our St. James Church.
I'm convinced that people who tithe, give 10% to either the church or to the poor or some other worthy organization, will never be poor. I was brought up that way, and I firmly believe that you will never be poor if you truly tithe. As far as your talents, we all have talents. God gave them to us. He gave me talents. He gave you talents. He gave my kids talents. We must share them with others. We must share them with our parish. The reason we're here on earth is to bring other people and ourselves closer to God every day.
Growing up, I was always taught that stewardship was giving your time, talent, and treasure to the church. The slogan was always, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. As a young adult, I lack a lot of time or treasure, but I try to make up for it with my talent. You can give your talent, time, and treasure to the church too.
St. James School is a major mission and evangelization tool for St. James Parish. We teach time, talent, and treasury, and grades 5 through 8 have service hours as part of their theology class. We treasure the gift of our students, and we realize that they are the future leaders of our church. We try to prepare them for those leadership roles within the church. The word stewardship is a key word for families, staff, and students at St. James School. They hear it often. Families are asked to share their time, their talent in 100 different ways throughout the year in support activities and different things that make for school life. And stewardship has allowed many, many families to come to St. James School for the Catholic education of their children. And we thank you.
When I think about stewardship, I think about a couple of things. I think about what Pope John Paul II stated when he said, "No man can find true meaning in life unless he gives himself as a gift to others." And I think this makes a lot of sense. It's about generosity. It's about living a life for others, not just yourself. You know, stewardship is more than just giving money or just giving. It's really about how we take care of our neighbors. You know, stewardship is kind of like taking a step on a ladder. We're all at different spots on that ladder. But if we just start, and I challenge all of you just to think about this, to take that first step and think about stewardship and how you want to commit your life and challenge yourself one step at a time and hopefully become a little bit closer to God.
When Tim speaks about generosity and giving yourself as a gift, I think about my parents who gave of themselves and allowed all 10 of siblings and myself to go to Catholic schools. And I knew when we had our family, we were going to make that a priority also. St. James School is a big priority in my life. I spend a lot of volunteer hours here. I have 2 children who graduated from St. James School and one currently in the 3rd grade. I think it's important for our kids to see us giving back to the school or the community or the church. St. James School is a perfect example of stewardship alive and well at St. James Parish. The generosity of the people here at St. James Parish is humbling, and we are proud to call this our faith community.
My parish is composed of people like me. I help make it what it is. It will be friendly if I am. It will be holy if I am. Its pews will be filled if I help fill them. It will do great work if I work. It will be prayerful if I pray. It will make generous gifts to many causes if I'm a generous giver. It will bring others into its worship if I invite and bring them. It will be a parish of loyalty and love, of fearlessness and faith, of compassion, charity, and mercy if I, who make it what it is, am filled with these things. Therefore, with the help of God, I now dedicate myself to the task of being all the things that I want my parish to be.